They say sometimes at night, if you're very, very quiet, you can hear the cry of the banyan tree. It was an autumn night. A light mist floated over the quiet river bank. An enormous, ancient banyan tree stood by the water, heavy with the weight of centuries. Suddenly, the silence shattered with a horrifying sound. Cha! 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 Ha! 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 It was the sound of someone slitting their own throats, metal scraping flesh, echoing across the river. On the river bank, an old fisherman named Ripara sat alone, unaware of the unnatural presence nearby. He was quietly casting his net, drowsy from the day's labor. Then he heard the awful sound again. He froze, but then shrugged it off. It's nothing. Maybe just the wind through the banyan leaves. He threw his net again, but just then, from beneath the roots of the banyan, a dark shadow began to form. A woman, pale, throat slashed, dressed in a torn white sari, emerged with glowing red eyes. She saw Haripada. Her feet touched the water, but made no sound. She darted toward him, not walking, gliding, like the wind, like a memory that won't die. Haripada turned, and there she was. A blood-soaked woman was running toward him, whispering, "Give me back my throat." He screamed and dropped everything, ran, tripped over his own net. The shadow followed, floating just above the ground. He jumped into the river and swam away, heart pounding. Behind him, he could still hear the whispering. The next morning, villagers found Haripada's net tangled by the river. No fish in sight, but on the wet sand, near the banyan tree, a sentence was scratched out, not in ink, not in paint, but in something dark and red. "You will not return. My throat is mine." They say the spirit of the banyan tree takes a life every year. But this year, it chose Haripada to tell his story. So if you ever hear the cry of the banyan, don't be too sure it's just the wind.